to B.S. Ugh.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast with S, J, and S. How was your guys' Easter?
Oh, first of all, first of all, it's supposed to be SJS.
Well, we both start with S. So I guess it doesn't matter, right?
I'm kidding, but
okay. Anyway.
I had a great Easter. We spent lots of time with family. We ate lots and lots of food.
Lots of chocolate, that's
lots
for
of
sure.
chocolate and sweets, but yeah, it was pretty fun.
I got lots of mini eggs. It's my favorite Easter chocolate.
Yeah, we do like the Secret Santa, but with like every holiday.
It's a twist, right?
Yeah, so we did Secret Bunny, and we all like picked names, and so we all buy each other like a little basket with all stuff, and so all three of us went like crazy on the person that we got in our family, so we had a lot of fun with that.
So why don't we share a little bit? Sully, what did you get in your little bunny basket?
This little spinning ring that I got. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. It's a little ring that spins. I'm addicted to it. It was a gift from Sabby. Thank you again so much. I also got this strawberry shortcake phone case that comes with a little keychain. I love it so much. Once again by Sabby. She was my secret Easter bunny.
I sure was. So Maddie had me, and she got me some Lego sets. She got me some like makeup stuff, some chocolates and pretzels. I love pretzels.
Yes, you do.
That's the best. Chocolate covered pretzels.
Snack Factory, sponsor me. Yeah, so she knows I love my pretzels, and she got me this cute little like a little vase. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, a vase.
Yeah. And it's so cute, and it goes like perfect with my room. She did a really good job. She picked out pretty much like everything that I would have picked out. She picked it out, and it was like the best Easter gift.
It's because she knows you too.
She knows me well.
Oh, for me, so my highlight, like I got spoiled. My bunny was Selena, and I got everything. I got like a light up mirror. The biggest and best thing I think I love the most, as silly as it may sound, but a Care Bear stuffed animal. It's blue, it's grumpy, it's named after me because my mom nicknamed me Grumpy. But yeah, it was filled with so many goodies and love and Juicy Couture. But thank you again.
I also love Juicy Couture. I have a Juicy Couture backpack upstairs.
I love it.
Yeah, it was fun though. We had a lot of family time, and that's always my favorite. But today is my birthday eve. I'm gonna be 22 tomorrow.
I still can't believe it.
I know, me too. But last night I went out with my friends, and we went to a bar, and we had so much fun. And honestly, like when we got there, we went to Chuck's, and it was packed because of the Leafs game, which is valid. Go Leafs. But then we went to a different bar, and we walked in, and it was kind of quiet. Until
your friends showed up, probably.
My friend group walked in, and we got the place bumping. But it was so much fun, and like my friend Lucas and Tucker, they were buying my drinks all night, and they all took good care of me, and we had a lot of fun. But one of my best friends, Morgan, and I, we were like playing on my phone, like Snapchatting like these like random people, and this one guy was like Snapchatting us. And was saying, like, he knew that we were at the bar, right? And so then we went home, and he was asking me, like, to send him pictures. Like, certain pictures, right? And I was like, ew, no. The freak, no. Like, I don't care how intoxicated I am, no. Right? Like, I don't care. So then he was like, oh, well, whenever I see a girl that goes to the bar, I always have to ask. And I was like, oh, so you take advantage of women. And then he was like, oh, well, I mean, what can I say? Like, taking advantage of women is fun. And I was like, oh. Freak. So then Morgan and I, like, roasted the crap out of him. and he
Of course you did. You're a savage.
He got upset and then blocked me.
Savage Savvy to the rescue.
Wow.
That's my response.
I won't repeat what I said on the podcast because we might get blacklisted for me roasting him so bad. But yeah, I was just like really surprised like that. And then he was like, "Well, I'm just trying to get a reaction from you."
I think it's really hilarious though. Like, for one, like you're a lady. And when you speak to, I guess, a lady, you know, it's the first thing people jump to is just being like, "Hey, girl."
Yeah, it's the first thing. Like you,
Hey.
I genuinely don't believe that you can like, okay, spare me one. Okay, I'm 22. I'm a young girl. Of course, I'm on dating apps, right? Like, of course. And no matter like what dating app you use, like we're Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, whatever. All the guys are gonna like they're the same response. They're like the first question is like, "Hey, how's your day?" Are you asking me like because you genuinely want to know, or are you just kind of like making small talk to ask me to see my boobs? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't like. Or do you genuinely want to know how my day is going, or like, you know?
It's hard to catch on.
Like, honestly, it's how it goes all the time. For me, anyway. Like it's always like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" And I'm like, "No, you weirdo."
Stay clear.
The bad kind of weirdo, mind you. Bad weirdo.
Bad, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, are there any other good weirdos? Well, yeah, I guess we have a beautiful weirdo, so it's fine. But yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so it was
ever,
just like so crazy last night.
Do you ever like get like, have you ever spoken with anyone while you are talking? Like any decent, down-to-earth people just wanting to have a conversation?
Yeah, you know what? Like, this is another thing too that I just like don't understand about like our generation right now is like I was talking to this guy and like things we had been talking for a while and things were kind of getting serious.
Okay.
And it was like one night he's telling me like I really like you and like you're my dream girl and I can't wait to like, you know, all these different things like explore life together. And then like the next day was like my mental health is really bad, like I can't do this.
And just shut you out?
And just like completely shut me out. And I was like, I 100% am like, I agree that mental health is so important, but also like, I'm trying to also wrap my head around this because like what you were feeding into me last night versus now are like two different things. So like, I'm definitely not saying like that the mental health is like not important, but it just like in that moment, it seemed like a cop out, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like, he genuinely needed to figure himself out first, which is 100% valid.
But at the same time, it's pulling heartstrings. So
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
On the other side of the fence, there's your feelings.
Because it's like, yeah,
too.
they like pull you close and then cut that string, right?
Right.
So it's like, it's challenging for sure trying to date, like in this generation, especially living in a small town.
So just talking about apps and stuff too, I think that's one thing why I'm kind of terrified of even joining them, because the first conversation would always just be like down the wrong road.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm trying to say, it's kind of like you have casual conversations with people and they're either going to take the time to know you or they're just going to take the time to, I don't know.
No, absolutely. And I also think too, like,
Take
your
a
words
snap.
get twisted. Or like, not twisted, but like you'll say one thing and it's like instantly it's sexual.
Yes, that's what I'm
Do you
trying
know
to say.
what I mean?
Take a
Like,
quick pic.
it's instantly like you say something and it's like simple as like saying like, I don't know, I can't even think of something like off the top of my head, but like anything, a guy like in my experience, they've just like twisted it and it's like, we didn't need to go down that route like just yet, you know, like we just met, like you don't even.
Your face would have been cute, not
like
like remote control beside something.
I mean, yeah, but you know, guys are just crazy. And like another thing too is like unsolicited D pics. Why? If you're a guy, why do you do that?
What goes through your mind when you're like, oh, this girl is so beautiful.
Like,
I wonder how she would feel if I send a picture of my penis to her. With no consent whatsoever.
But like, my thing is okay, I'm gonna share. There's been like times where like this one guy, I don't talk to him anymore, thank God. But this one day I'm like at school, And he just, sitting in his living room and whips it out and takes a picture of it and sends it to me. And I'm at school. So I open it and I'm like, ah! So I try to hide it right away, click out of it, so my friends beside me don't see that.
Or behind you, just peeking over looking.
I don't know if someone's creeping over me, watching my phone or something, but I don't understand the whole oh, she'll want to see this. It's no, I don't.
The last thing I think anyone wants to see,
especially when it's small.
Yeah, at school. We need to remind everybody that you were at school when this happened.
But come on. There's so many things I could share. I told you this one. This one is funny. So
I'm trying to wrap my head around.
We're Snapchatting, whatever, and he's this one guy texts me and he's oh, you told you about this, the angle one, remember?
This one?
No, that's the one that was sitting in his living room. Yes. The triangle. It just felt like a triangle. But no, this one he snaps me and he's wanna have fun? And at this point I'm oh, I gotta fuck with him now. If you're just gonna try and not even be hey, how's it going? So I'm sure. Mm-hmm. So then he sends me a picture and it's on an angle. And I'm sus. That's weird. Most guys just do it straight on, but whatever, you do you, boo, whatever. So then I'm this is weird. So then he sends me another one, and now it's straight on, and I'm oh, I get it now, it's small. You're trying to make it look bigger from the side. It's all about the angles, baby. But I don't know, I just think it's insane. I mean, maybe some girls like it. I don't know. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it. If it's just random, especially if you're at work or you're at school or you're just at home and you open a random Snapchat and there it is staring at you. Yeah, wide-eyed. It's crazy. I don't know, but
it's just a conversation starter too. Even way in the past, when I don't know, I guess being a little bit younger, first thing people would do is constantly send something, and it was instant block. Mm-hmm. And even nowadays, I think if I were to see a Tinky Winky somewhere, I literally don't think I'm gonna want to get to know you because get to know someone and then it makes it special.
Yeah.
If not, it's baby carrots all day long. So.
Baby carrots. Have you ever received any unsolicited D-pics?
Once.
Ooh,
in
seriously?
high school. This was in high school. This was actually in grade 11. We went to G-Fest.
Just don't say who it was if you know who it was.
No, I actually don't know who it was.
Okay,
At the time, I was texting all my friends on Instagram, all my friends that I was in the anime club with.
Okay.
And I was outside of the hallway. It was, I want to say, third or fourth period. I was walking out in the hallway. I was on my way to my next class. I was on my phone, scrolling through Instagram, looking at pictures, and I got a random message from a guy. I forget his name. But it was obviously an older man. I could tell because he had a beard. He had a six-pack.
And I was wrinkly. No, I'm just kidding.
Continue. And at the time I was narrow-minded and innocent and I didn't know what was happening. And I looked, I'm ooh, he's cute, hi. And then he was instantly sent a picture of his dick. And I was just... Ugh.
You didn't
I did not like it at all.
No?
I immediately blocked him and
Eggplant
kept
emoji,
scrolling away.
Block.
And I went to my next class and I told my friend about it and he was ugh. That's disgusting.
I would have been the same way.
Yeah.
This is why I'm Virgin Mary. Literally. I go to church.
Cricket.
Bullshit!
Yeah.
Bullshit!
Virgin Mary my ass. You go to church?
I do.
Which church?
Just the one on the corner where we voted.
Oh, yeah. We do have a church down the corner.
Interesting. Maybe I will not work on Sundays, so I must miss you on the Sundays. But there was something else that I wanted to mention as well, is when when a guy is talking to you and he'll ask you for a picture and then you tell them no, and then they're like an asshole to you.
Right.
Or like if they beg, and I'm like,
do you get that actually? Like,
yeah, I'm like, okay, Fido, you want a treat? Like, why are you begging? Oh my gosh, it's like embarrassing, honestly. Like, I don't know, or like I do get people who are like, they just get pissed off that I just like won't send them a picture, and I'm like, really?
So people beg you, in a sense, to do what they just instantly send, like it's...
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
it's not amazing,
interesting.
but
Like,
it's
interesting the type of people that are in this world. Like, if you don't, like, do what they want, then they'll just turn into an asshole.
So that should be the first sign, I guess, if anybody does deal with someone like that. Run!
Yeah, you better run, girl.
Run, Forrest, run!
Yeah, don't put up with that. That's crazy. Crazy behavior. Should we go through these that I typed up here?
Well, absolutely, yeah.
All
so,
right.
like, what are some things that people have actually said to you and you've made notes?
So, we wanted this podcast episode to be just as juicy as it could be for everyone. So, I went through my messages, and I found some are, like, crazy, and some of them are just, like, I thought they'd be funny to add in the podcast.
You pulled out receipts.
I pulled out my receipts. So, the first message is, who are you trying to look that pretty for?
Okay, Kardashian.
Myself.
Me, myself, and I, maybe.
Not you! Next one is, did I get lost in your chat box? Still waiting on you to add me back.
Boo boo, you ain't special.
Sorry. Next one, baddie.
Tell me something I don't know.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm not a photographer, but I can definitely picture me and you. Gag.
Especially
Where
when
did you get straight out of fucking Chat GPT? Okay.
Especially when you don't know the person. Like, that's random guy sent you that.
So you're who Disney modeled all their princesses after. Maybe. I mean, I wasn't alive at that point, but maybe. Then this guy sent me a Drake song, and I had to look it up, and it was like, the lyric was, the song is called Finesse.
Okay.
And the lyric is, I want my baby to have your eyes.
Lovely.
I mean, if you want your baby to have shit brown eyes, that's fine by me.
These are like some crazy catchphrases, like, listen to this song, baby.
Give me a chance.
I love the silence.
I don't believe in love at first sight, but you do have me considering love at first swipe. That one was kind of good. I thought that was kind of like simple and not crazy. The next one is skip the small talk, get in my bed. No. Are you a firefighter because you can slide down my pole? Want to make this true?
Now I really want to step away. That was, wow.
I forgot that was in there. And then the last one, to make it just like, not crazy, is I've seen enough. When am I picking you up? I didn't answer any of these messages also, just so you know. But that's how my life is going.
Wow, emojis and everything.
Yeah.
Turning 22.
Turning 22 is going to be wild. I hope I have another fun year. Last year was pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, I hope that guys watch this and learn to not talk to women like that, because that's crazy.
I think casual conversations is a good starter, and like save those pics for not the people you're sending them to. Keep them to yourself. No one wants to see your little mini.
Yeah, I feel
fire
like
stick
if you
control.
like, I mean, there's a way to like talk to someone, like try and get them to know them first and make them feel like you want to talk to them for them and not for what their body is like, right? Like, I think I don't know, I think it also like really takes a toll on like specifically for girls, because I'm a girl, so I'm gonna speak like for girls. Like, it might be like you might feel insecure because it's like all you're worried about is seeing a part of my body versus like my heart or my kindness or like whatever like that, right? So I think it can be hard for some girls because again, like I said, it kind of takes a toll on your like insecurity a little bit.
Well, absolutely. They're looking past like an actual person, like a human being, just instead of as like an object, right? It's who cares on who you are. Let's just have fun or just be disgusting, right?
Yeah.
And there's way more to you and everyone else, you know. There's so much great qualities, but if there's that one quality people think that's like the most best quality, they should get themselves checked, because there's better things in life than looking at little, like, everything's little.
Everything in life is just little.
I'm just thinking of the triangle one that I had. It's in my head and I just don't ever want to see it again.
What?
The triangle.
Oh, well,
so
it's burnt into your memory at this point. But do you have anything else that you wanted to add for this week's podcast?
Oh, I forgot to mention, I have another guy story for you guys. Sadly, it's not a D-pic, but it is a story of an encounter I had with one of my friend's cousin. It was last year. I met my friend's cousin, and at first I thought, oh, he seems nice. He came to watch the rehearsal that we were doing. That's really cool. He seems he seemed nice in person. However, when I got in the car and I was on my way home, he was messaging me. And then my friend sent me a message saying, oh, my cousin wants to message you. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Cool, he wants to be my friend on Facebook. That's cool. First message I get, hey, beautiful. I'm like, okay, random. I'll just reply back saying, what's up, dude? And then he's like, you sounded beautiful today singing. And I'm like, oh, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. And he said, yeah, you looked beautiful too. Can I get your number?
Sliding into your
wow. No. And I said, wow, that's very forward. As flattered as I am, I'm not looking for a relationship. And plus, I don't know you. And he's like, well, why don't you give me a chance, get to know me? I said, again, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'd rather us just be friends. And he's like, well, suit yourself.
Seriously?
I think I can't even go back and look because I blocked him.
That's good.
And
That's
I came home and I
thing.
told my mom and Sabrina all about it, and they were like, "Oh, that was so creepy. Block him." And I'm like, "Yeah, I was thinking the same thing,
Sounds like
but I
something
wanted
I
to
would
tell
say.
you guys in case." So yeah. Now I'm remembering the triangle story. I'm looking at your lip gloss right here. Is this how big it was? Or how small it was?
I mean, yeah. Looks about the same size to me. But
That's all I can pretty much say.
yeah. Well, I hope that you don't get any more unsolicited
Thank God
pictures, because
Thank God I use Facebook.
that's frightening to me. It's very frightening. But we hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode on the podcast as we dove in deep about our lives with men. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week.